This next gentleman started surfing 3 to 4 years old. He can't even remember learning how to surf, he just did it. He used to drive to Hope Sound every day in that classic Volkswagen camper with his dad. And the neat thing is, we got a couple firsts here with this next inductee. He's the first one that follows his father. His father, John McCranels, East Coast Hall of Fame. Now, Scott McCranels, second generation. I grew up surfing with Scott from when he was 5 or 6 years old, surfing pump outs with him and his dad, and really came to know him when he showed up at my skateboard park in West Palm Beach at about 14 years old, and the kid had talent. It was amazing how good a skateboarder he was, and a true humble kid. And the first thing they told me, and I said, you know, we're putting together a skateboard team, and they go, well, don't call him Red. And I said, yeah, right. And you know, he wasn't quite sure about it until he saw it in print. And all of a sudden, I'm Red. See that? You'll watch on these photos up here, and you'll see that moniker on his surfboard. He is Scott Red McCranels. Scotty is an amazing talent, and today surfing is founded, and the progressive surfing is based largely on the influence of skateboarding and surfing, and what maneuvers have transferred from skateboarding into surfing. And I would have to say that Scott's entry into the professional ranks of surfing was totally due to his professional skateboarding at an age of 15, 16 years old, where he went out to California and blew minds of what he could do. The guy was truly amazing with his talent. And when he found himself progressing heat to heat in Stuart, Florida at the OP Pro, suddenly in the semifinals, he's defeated everybody that's come up against him. Unheard of in the sport of surfing. Martin Potter is the only other local kid that jumped into a pro contest and ended up on that stretch. And the funny thing is, and I don't know whether it's funny or sad or however you want to look at it, but he really would have been in the final, except he was a little too eager. I talked to Sean about this today, and he was in the semifinals. He had won the heat hands down. There was about a minute and a half left. Wave comes along. Scotty's not thinking, not looking. He's a young kid. He's going to catch this wave. And that wily coyote, Sean Thompson, goes, I've got priority, and this kid's paddling like a madman. I'm going to take this wave. And Sean knows it. I mean, that's not the greatest way to win, but what the hell, that's money on the table. So he took Scott down. But the way he came into the sport of pro surfing, that was his start. He was destined to win that event. Not many people know that. I didn't. He was that good that day. He was killing it. Later, that all translated into putting school on hold and going out and surfing on the world tour for up to 3 years. And I was fortunate enough to travel with him, went to Australia with him, went and surfed the Stubbies, surfed Burley and all over Australia with Scott. It was a real pleasure. The guy is truly amazing to know that he went out and did that, lived his dreams, came back and applied himself to school. And he's now, after I don't know how many years of school, a very successful orthodontist. So if anybody out there needs to get their teeth worked on, Scotty is the guy. And one of the great things in his life is certainly meeting his lovely wife, Bibi, who also pretty active in this sports world, winning 1991, I believe. He says 93, I think you said 91, World Wakeboard and Kneeboard Championships. So these two athletes have to combine together, and Camila, you have a hard act to follow because you're going to be a superhuman. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Red McCranels.